and welcome to episode 2 of the Fee and Drew Show, where we talk about one marriage, 2 children, and 1 dead dog.
We made it to episode 2.
And it's episode 2. We didn't crumble. We had some lovely feedback. Thank you.
Yeah, it was lovely feedback, actually. I feel very humbled by it, actually, because I really thought we were doing this for us and no one would take any notice of us. So, yay! Thank you.
Absolutely no idea what we're doing. It's nice to hear that some people found some joy in it. And that's the point of the show. We're trying to just bring a bit of joy, talk about our lives, talk about being married, having children. There are struggles in there. There are great times, and we're just trying to highlight a bit of fun.
Yep.
That's it.
And make you laugh at us, probably.
Yeah, laugh at ourselves.
Laugh at ourselves. Yeah. That's how we go.
Last week I said we were 2 cool cats. That's me calling us cool cats. No one's actually ever said that. So.
No, they haven't. And we forgot to introduce ourselves. Hello, welcome to the Fee and Drew Show.
No, I did that already.
No, you didn't.
Your Fee.
You
I'm Drew. I did.
You didn't. And
I said 1 marriage, 2 children, 1 dead dog.
No,
did all that.
Oh,
who's not present today?
Yeah.
She missed the whole thing.
Oh, well.
Did that. All right.
Okay. Well, I didn't say... But you haven't asked how I was going.
I did. Whoa. I think I mentioned we don't know what we're doing. Apparently not. Far out, man. No, we've done all that.
Oh,
okay.
I need another peppermint tea, I think.
Maybe something else.
Holy
Who knows?
dolly.
Anyway, this week we're going to have a new subject called the Weekly Touch Point. What else are we doing?
Walk down memory lane from 10 to 15.
Yeah, that was going to be 10 to 20, but we discovered there's way too much stuff to cover in.
So many good stories.
So we had to cut that down to a 5-year block there. We're going to explore Fee's thought bubble.
Mm-hmm. That's always a good one. And we're going to have Hunty's dinner table life lesson.
Yeah, that's an even better one. Hot topic of the week.
And then Partners Request Corner.
And we're going to finish off with a G2'd round out. All right, what's the weekly touch point? So the weekly touch point is things that we feel we need to share that came up from the week. You said you had something written down.
Yeah, no.
The other thing we've done this week is,
No, that's all right.
is we've had less planning and we don't actually know what either of us are going to say this week. So,
yes. So it's a surprise.
I don't want to edit Fee. She doesn't want to edit me.
That's surprise.
Right.
Okay, so I have to write it down because I had to remember.
Right.
But what I thought I'd do is when we do this on a weekend, like a Saturday or a Sunday, because we're never sure when we're going to record it.
Today's a Saturday.
I know, but I thought I'd find out what the national day is for today.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And it's quite fun because there's actually, I thought there'd be like just one thing. No, there's a list of 8 things actually for a national day.
Can you do that without your glasses?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
No, I know. So the first one is International Being You Day.
Today?
Yep, today.
Who
Saturday,
made that up?
the 22nd of May is International Being You Day. So
like
who
that.
are you?
Yeah, are you asking? Or?
Yeah, like who are you?
Oh, got no idea.
It makes it hard, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So what does that mean? I did have a quick look at what it meant. And it meant about just being able to relax and be you and don't take any notice of anyone else's comments. Oh, my goodness. It was weird.
Yeah.
The next one was National Craft Distillery Day. Now, I thought that there'll be lots of people out there and you'll be annoyed that we're probably going to produce this and then put it out maybe on Monday. And then you're going to think, well, I didn't get to go to my craft distillery on the weekend to celebrate that.
So that's just beer drinking weekend, is it?
So it's just beer drinking. It's a national day. So I'm sorry that you might not hear from us until then.
Whichever day you listen it to, make that day your beer drinking day.
Distillery day.
Yeah.
So I thought that was quite good. And then there was another one, this is my favourite. It is World Paloma Day.
No idea.
No idea either. And then that's where I'm going to stop. I'm not going to give them all to you. But this is the national drink of Mexico.
Paloma?
Paloma. 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 I might not be pronouncing. So anyone from Mexico, if you want to correct me. But what it is, and I thought the drink sounded really nice, and I'm going to make one tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, to celebrate.
Okay.
Well, I should have made one now, but I didn't think tequila was appropriate at
10 o'clock
9
in the morning?
o'clock and 10 o'clock in the morning.
Maybe.
So what it is it's grapefruit, so like a pink grapefruit with soda water and lime. That's what the traditional one is, except now what they've done is gone and added tequila in, which I quite like the idea of. And it's a national drink day.
Who decides
and
these?
because it's summertime over there now, because,
Okay.
So it's a summer drink. So, happy National Paloma Day to all my Mexican friends.
Get on your tequilas, get on your craft beers, and get on being yourself.
Being
apparently.
you.
Yeah.
There you go. That was my fine. I thought that's quite fun.
All right. It's better than any weekly touch point I had. That's great.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
No.
Nothing to bring up. I was
Well,
going to... No. No, nothing from the week. I did miss the dog this week. I'm bringing up the dog again. Fee was away, and I was just so aware of when Fee's away, I'm regimented. I'm Mr. Right, who's going where, when, what time, da-da-da. And then in that, I found that the dog's still cemented in there. Who's walking the dog? Where is he? And it's like, no, don't need to do that.
Yeah. Anyway. It's sad. So what's next? Walk down memory lane.
10 to 15. So this is grade 6 through till, for me, halfway through year 11. I was a youngster.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you were. You were 15.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't turn
was
16 until halfway through year 11.
Year 10, I think.
Huh?
When I was 15.
Yes. So it's a year younger.
Yeah, you're younger than me.
Yeah. So this takes me from grade 6 through to...
Maths is not very good, obviously. I thought you were good at maths.
Anyway, obviously.
Anyway.
All right. So grade 6 for me, I was Eildon house captain, and it went to a popular vote, and I was sure that Darren, can't even remember the surname, was going to get it. Because he was...
Darren. Sorry.
No, I'm not.
I'm
not.
But in case Darren watches, I always like to say apologise to people. We had to apologise to
Charlotte Pringle
last week.
I'm not going to apologise to Darren. Here's the thing, because Darren...
don't get mean.
No. Darren was super cool. He was number one cool. He had his hair was parted down the middle, which was awesome. It was, actually. He was super cool.
I think only boys ever thought that was awesome. Girls never thought that looked awesome.
Here's the thing. I was sure he was going to win because he was the popular vote. But when they said my name, I was like... And in that instant, this is how much of a nerd I am. In that instant, I thought, the system works. People have thought, no, who's the popular vote, but who's the guy that's going to really represent them properly?
Works.
And they've thought through it and gone, no, Hunty, he's the guy.
You're hilarious.
I was very surprised that I got house captain. I didn't have to do anything.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
But I got a badge, and I remember having the badge and having a picture of that. There we go. That was grade 6. That was the start of that.
Yeah.
What was going on with grade 6 for you?
So grade 6 for me was
forth.
big. Okay. So grade 6 for me was big because I was house captain as well for Sumner, swimming captain. And then I got made school captain.
Oh, my goodness.
School captain.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, I'm that type of girl. But this is one of the funny things in this is I went home to my mum, because we got a badge
I know the story.
and we put it on a lapel of a blazer. And I held onto my badge like this. And I went in and I sat down at the kitchen table when I got home to Mum and I said to Mum, Mum, guess who got school captain? And she went through literally all of the students in my year 6 room. And there was I think there were 2 classes of us. So 50 students. She literally, bless her, went through everyone else. And then I took my hand off my badge and went, actually, it's me. And she was like, oh, darling, I'm so like this. But it was a little bit upsetting that she thought that everyone else, she probably named really about 8 people. Yeah. 8 people. and then finally, when I took my hand off and said, actually, it was me, she was very proud. Don't get me wrong. But I thought, wouldn't you just automatically say your own child?
Bit rough.
I would.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I would now because I learnt from that because I was crushed as a grade 6er.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
What else happened for me? Talk about crushing. Oh, everyone stick with me here. My father left us at grade 6. I don't mention it because it's relevant to our story, my story. I don't remember it as a devastating event. He travelled a lot to China, probably 4 or 5 months of the year, so not much actually changed in the home environment. It didn't feel that different.
For you?
For me.
Yeah.
I obviously was aware of the upset for Mum, and I remember feeling it was okay to say Mum and Dad were separated, but I didn't like saying they were divorced. That felt...
Oh, is that weird?
Yeah. I was okay with separated because it kind of felt like... Anyway, that was
the way you dealt with it.
Yeah. So at the time, it didn't feel like an impactful event, but obviously it is when I look at myself as an adult and the way I've formed my habits and stuff like that. But I don't say that to make things heavy. It's just what happened in that time of my life. I did get to travel a lot because Dad moved to Hong Kong. We got to travel there once or twice a year.
That's cool.
That was way cool.
Especially back then too, because really over in China... they didn't see a lot of Caucasian white
Caucasians.
people.
So my
like that,
first
did they?
trip to China was at the end of grade 6. I missed the first 2 weeks of year 7. That's a story in itself. But we got to go to...
It might be a bit boring though.
well, try not to make it too boring. We got to go to Beijing and Xi'an and see the warriors, and Shanghai and Guangzhou and Guilin and Hong Kong.
You pronounce all those very well.
Thanks, unless you're Chinese, and then you probably go, you're absolutely butchering it. But
Well, I think you sound good.
there was
And that's
some
all that matters.
there was some really vivid memories, some pots full of...
I wish we could get. There's a couple of videos that you've showed me of you and Jamie, and I wish we could maybe. I wonder if we can convert any of those and get them up on the Facebook page and the Instagram page. But we'll see if we can.
Yeah.
Because it is just bizarre, and especially their mum. Sorry, Mara.
Hi, Mara. Yeah.
But their mum liked to dress them as twins, even though there's 2 years difference between them. It's a bit weird, but I think that happened sort of in the 70s. With clothes.
I don't know.
Weird. But anyway, but it's quite a different version of when we were just over there 5 years ago.
Absolutely.
Isn't it?
Sure
You know,
is.
so different.
Yeah. So that was that. I was still really rugby. I was a sporty guy, but then I also went music as well. I wasn't in the elite group in terms of your stratification at school. There was elite, like those children were almost dangerous. They were that cool.
Yeah.
Like Bryce Fords and Nathan Parks.
Yeah.
Super cool, but a little bit dangerous. I was a step down, and I was.
It's so funny because I'm friends with Nathan Park on Facebook, so it'd be really funny if he watches that and then just goes,
What are you talking
what,
about?
You think I'm dangerous?
So I think I was a group down, and they were kind of the sporty guys, but okay. And I kind of hung with them year 7, year 8, year 9. But then year 9, there was and I've told the boys this, there was a game that we started to play. We played frisbee with a circular saw blade. So we had a blade, and it wasn't like throwing it at each other and trying to catch it. We'd just piff it in the air, and everyone would just scatter and duck for cover. That was a very emotional.
I could not believe
an emotional
that you
game.
told our children that. It freaked me out. You should have seen later on in the bedroom later that night. I was like, "How dare you tell them that story? They're going to get stupid and go and do something like." I was so cross about it because I just thought, "What idiots!" And it just shows why girls at school are never interested in boys at school because they do stupid things like that.
So in about year 9, after that emotional game, I tapped out of that group for a while. I went, yeah, maybe not for me. And I went a little bit music nerd, and I played the flute.
you loved it.
I loved it. I went to band camp.
Yeah. Oh, that's where Lockie is.
That's where Lockie is this
Lockie's
weekend.
on band camp this weekend.
Yeah.
So it's lovely.
Yeah.
And then you played the French horn.
Played the French horn. I really
Played
enjoyed
in the
that.
Sydney Opera House with that.
Playing the Sydney Opera House.
That's pretty cool.
We went in a band competition, and I had a solo piece.
Oh, I was stressed.
It was a solo piece at the start, and then it echoed through the group, and apparently I missed it by 2 bars and didn't even realise I was that nervous. So then we had this international conductor come down and say, "Okay, great, but what happened at the start there? What's going on there?" And everyone just went, "This guy," and I was like, "What? I didn't even know." I absolutely.
Oh, bless. How old were
butchered
you?
it. Oh.
So you should have known better age?
No, we've actually jumped a year. I was 16.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, should have known better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So me, just quickly,
Yeah.
I'll tell this one because it's quite funny. So I'm still in grade 6 and I'm school captain. And that week, we had assembly every week like everyone always does. And that week the police had come in and they'd done a whole presentation to us about stranger danger because I don't know if people that were born back when then, you have the neighbourhood watch. Do you remember the neighbourhood watch? And people used to put those little symbols up on their letterbox. And so if you were going home and in the afternoon from school and you felt unsafe, that means you could go and knock on their door and someone would save you or whatever. Highly dangerous now. I don't think anyone would actually do that because anyone could just grab it and tack it on there. Anyway, that's a different story. Really.
Find the joy.
Find the joy. So they came in and they talked all to us about strange danger and about, people exposing themselves or doing anything like that, right? So we're all sitting there and this is all girls' school and it's from, I think it was grade 4 to grade 6. So we're all, like, I don't know, 11, 10 and 9 or something like that. So we're sitting there and we're listening. So that's all good and they go away and they did it in a very nice way. So they go away. I used to catch the train to school. And we'd all catch the train at the same sort of time and all walk up from school. And I used to catch the train with with twins, Penny and Kathy. And we're walking up from the station the next day. Yeah. And a man walks towards us and he opens his coat.
Serious?
And exposes his willy to us.
Was it like
Hang on. Just let me keep going because this is great. So the police had told us that if that ever happens, you are to laugh at them and then point and say, it's not very big, and then walk away like this. Because if you scream or yell, it encourages them. It can arouse them to get, like, this is what the police said. So the three of us, we didn't do anything. We actually were just shocked. And then we started laughing because of the fact the police had just been in the day beforehand. And then Penny turned to me and she said, do you think the police have set this up?
It's the power of suggestion, isn't it?
Well, it was. Yeah. It was crazy. So anyway, so this guy quickly just ran off because we were talking amongst ourselves by then. We were quite confused by the whole thing because we were just like...
Show's over, move on, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he ran off. He didn't care about us at all. We weren't giving him the attention he wanted. So I go into school, and because I'm school captain, remember... Yeah, I go into school and I thought, I have to tell the teachers. I can't not tell them that there's someone around. So I go and knock on the staff room door because it's before school. I knock on the staff room door and I can't remember who. I think it was even the principal opened up, Mrs. Watson. And I said, oh, Mrs. Watson, we were just walking up from the station and a man exposed himself to us. And she just closed the door. She went, hang on a second. She closed the door. I heard her tell everyone, and then I all heard them go, holy crap, and they started laughing.
So they had to gather their thoughts,
gather their thoughts because then they had to come out. So then, this is a bit of a long story, sorry. So then what happened is they rang the police. The police came to school and they asked us for a description, and we all went into assembly again, and we thought that would be the end of it. No, the police brought the guy to school for us to eyewitness him. Yeah.
They find him.
So they found him. And they drove the police car into our school, right opposite where our little hall was, where we were all in assembly, and came and knocked on the door. And Penny, Kathy and I had to come out of the assembly hall and go, yeah, that's the guy.
I need to see him without his gear on.
Yeah,
so I can...
exactly. Yeah. Well, no, we knew who it was. And we were like, yeah, that's the guy. And so they drove off.
Yeah.
So... Again, thought we'd hear nothing of it, and our parents were called, and it was all very dramatic. And the whole time, actually, we were all laughing about it. It was actually pretty bizarre. Yeah. But the whole thing is this guy had actually done this quite a few times. Yeah. So he was going to court. So the police actually came to me and said, would you be prepared to go to court?
I didn't know this part of the story.
Yeah. So they came to our house in Blackburn and they sat down, and I remember sitting on the couch. So it's getting quite serious now. So sitting on the couch, and had Mum sitting with me, and I think Dad was over in the corner. I sort of can't really remember. And the policewoman said, look, I just need to ask you some questions, okay? So just, you know, it doesn't matter if you don't remember, just be very relaxed about all of this. And I was like, I don't care. Like, it didn't bother me at all. And so she turned around, and the number one question that I only remember, because there were quite a few, but the one that I only remember, and for for people that are listening on the podcast, you won't see this. She held her arm up in a very stiff, rigid way, like this. And she goes, Fiona, was his penis stiff or floppy? And she dropped her arm and then shook her hand. And Mum and I just looked at each other and absolutely peed ourselves laughing. And the policewoman got really offended. She was like, this is not something that you should be laughing at. And that's my story for grade 6 about having a flasher. There you go. And I didn't have to go to court, thank goodness.
My goodness.
There you go. That's my big story for grade 6.
It's a big story.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I took up a lot of time, but I had to share that with you because I thought it was really bizarre.
I'm not sure how many people that happened to, so that's a big story. My goodness.
Yeah. And I promise, and for anyone that gets traumatised by that sort of stuff, I apologise because I know there's lots of trauma out there, but I, as a child, wasn't traumatised, and that's why I brought it up.
As we said, the opinions expressed in this show are ours. We can't apologise for everything. We're just going to stand our truth. Yeah,
but I know there might be some people that hear it and get a little bit, you know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm saying. That's what happens. That's going to happen with lots of things that we say,
so I reckon that's about time for that.
Yeah, no, we've got to go on that. We've got to move on. I'm going to skip to Hunty's life lessons of the week so you can hear my voice for a bit. So this week's life lesson of the week. Lachlan loves Yu-Gi-Oh cards. which is like Pokemon. It's kind of Dungeons and Dragons vibe, isn't it?
Oh, no, it's just I don't understand it.
Anyway, he's got this card game where
I have no idea.
it's wizards and mysticals and...
It's not even wizards, Dave.
I don't know.
That's
dragons.
what I'm saying. You really have no idea.
I don't know.
They're monsters.
It's not that I'm disinterested in my children. It's just... He's got this game. You play each other. You smash each other.
With cards.
With cards. I don't understand it. I've tried to understand it. I can't read the cards, even with my glasses. So I don't know what the magical...
He actually bought a magnifying glass to see if he could read the cards through his glasses with the magnifying glass, and he still couldn't do it.
Doesn't work. The font is for 8 and 10-year-olds, not 48-year-olds that can't read. So I don't know any of the magical power-ups. I don't know how they work. I can't really play. I'm just putting stuff down, and he's smashing me, and he wins every time. And the life lesson came in. He was saying, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I smashed you. I'm sorry. I beat you." And it's like, here's the life lesson. Don't be sorry. Stand in your truth. You love smashing people. That's why you play the game. You know every card. You've studied it for 6 months, and you absolutely obliterate everyone. Don't apologise for that.
So your life lesson?
No, the life lesson was
stand in your truth.
Stand in your truth. But I did go on, life's a competition. And he said, what do you mean life's a competition? And I gave him the lion eats the deer, rips it to shred, doesn't care about the deer's grandparents, cousins, uncles. It's just doing what it does, doesn't apologise for it.
Sorry, animal lovers.
Sorry, well, that's the reality.
But we're not sorry because we stand in our truth.
Stand in our truth.
In our truth.
The lion eats the deer. He doesn't apologise it. You smash people with Yu-Gi-Oh cards, don't apologise for it. But be aware that you may not have people that want to play with you, keep smashing them. So be aware that maybe you want to give a little love to people as well and let them find the joy in knowing you're giving them a leg up.
There you go.
There you go. That was my life lesson.
Yeah, there you
Who knows?
go. Who knows?
We'll have to check in with the children at some stage and say, hey, did you learn anything from the life lesson? Nah, I was thinking about lunch.
Yeah. As soon as he says, I just want to say something, they all just switch off.
What's for lunch?
You see the glaze go over their eyes. And then I think Ollie even pretends that he's got AirPods in listening to music. It's quite good. Anyway, so my thought bubble
Feast
of the week.
bubble of the week.
Okay, it's short, it's sweet.
Oh, good.
What on earth is everyone doing? And I know that I live in Queensland. Why do they all call me Dal?
Oh.
Nah.
Oh.
Yeah, no. And do you know what? It's not so much the older ladies. I think the older ladies, they just talk to you. But I get these really young girls that are doing a lovely job. You know, they're looking after you at your shops or whatever it is. And then they go, all right, Dal, have a nice time. And I'm like, I'm not a Dal. I'm not a Dal.
You've got a name.
Well, no. They don't know my name. But I was thinking that they could call me Madam.
Oh, you wouldn't like Madam. You'd go, don't call me Madam. I'm
probably
not
wouldn't.
80.
Or they could call me Princess.
Princess, yeah. No, yeah.
Or they could call me Queen Fiona. I don't mind, but anything but Dal. Really? Because I don't like it. And as soon as they say that to me, I think they can see in my face that I just shut down and I walk off.
I wonder what they would say otherwise. No, I'm just trying to... What?
Well, I never said that when
Champ?
No.
Sweet cheeks?
No, well, they're all good. Sweet cheeks is good. Sassy.
Sassy.
I get to bring in my sassy. Anyway, we're digressing. So that's my thing. But when I worked in David Jones...
Yeah, what did you say?
I just said, thank you. Or I just, have a great day. I didn't say, all right, Dal.
All right. Any young ladies out there, cut the Dal.
Yeah.
Don't need it.
I think it's quite a Queensland thing,
Especially-
though. And I don't mean that horribly, but I think it is.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sorry, Queenslanders.
Feast
No,
thought
not
bubble
really.
for the week. I'm on
Dal.
you. I'm on you with that one. Yeah,
No,
that's not
doesn't
good.
work for me.
Partners Request Corner.
Yeah.
So we need to address last week's request, and then we've got a new request for this week.
Yep.
I'm going to go first. Your request was to come up with 5. Oh, that was 5 50th birthday.
But they could be anything, but you just keep it short and sweet.
Oh no, I've got a little bit long. It's a bit of a journey around the world. The 5 gifts I've got for you. First one is a stop off in Singapore where we can go to Orchard Road and you have a stylist and shopper to help you.
Sweet.
Yeah?
That's awesome. Yeah, I like that. That's good thinking.
Yeah, because I know that. Yeah,
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that's on the way through to Jamaica to see your English friends, Alex, Rena, Anwen,
Oh, well, it's Alex's place, so we've got to make sure
No,
Alex is happy to invite those
She'll be
people
right with
there.
it. Yeah. That's good. No, I thought you...
That's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go to
But that's a
Jamaica
long
Beach for-
way around anyway.
Is it? I didn't know the
Yeah.
way around. I didn't take the time
We're
to work
flying
out the way around.
that's- Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's anyway.
A Jamaica stop off to see your English
At some
friends.
stage,
Yeah.
yes.
Then there was a UK stop off, and we're going to go to... I don't know which way we're going.
No, but wouldn't my UK friends just be in the UK?
No. There's that part as well. No, because that's not...
Anyway.
The UK bit is going to Heston Blumenthal's Two Fat Ducks, and he's going to make for
I
you
like that.
a Fiona Hunt gastronomic experience.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and
That's
he's gonna,
really
and with the
good.
smells and stuff, he's going to bring back your life, and I'm going to have a sit down with him.
I
We're going
don't
to
know
work
for
it
what
all
my
out.
life brought back. He can just give me the creation of what my life should be.
Yeah.
That would be better.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm quite like that.
So Heston Blumenthal meal.
Yes.
Yeah. Bit of a New
And
York.
if you don't know who Heston Blumenthal is, look him up.
Look him up.
Look him up.
A New York stop off just for New York.
Yes.
But what
and
I'm
I can go and visit DB,
No,
and we
I-
can visit Dan.
Okay.
And we've
Yeah.
got friends
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It'd be lovely to see them.
What I was going to organise for you in New York,
Yes.
and this is a lunchtime engagement. This is not an after six
No.
engagement. I'm not down with that. I'm going to give you a lunch with George Clooney. Here's why. So you can just get it out of your system and realise he's not that flash. You come back home and go, yeah. It's like all those pretty people. There's no real substance to them, and you'll find that out.
It's not just about his prettiness.
Uh,
No, it's not.
I'll give you that. You can get it out of your system. You'll realise there's nothing really going on there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Anyway, we're going to round it on back down to Australia. We're going to find
Australia.
Sunshine Coast. We're going to find a nice place at Sunrise Beach with a big lawn out the front. We're going to have a fancy gourmet barbecue, prawns, oysters.
Maybe that's what we could really do. That's a
Yeah,
good
that.
idea.
But we might struggle with the next bit. And we're going to have Coldplay in the corner just kicking.
We could ask them.
We could ask. You know,
We're
ask.
podcasting people now. Coldplay might listen to this and they might go, for sure, I'll come and play at the Fee and Drew show. No worries.
How'd that go? 5 presents?
Brilliant.
All right.
Really, really good. Thank you. You nailed it.
nailed
yeah, and I've actually held on to a couple of those that we might actually have to do. Maybe a little bit smaller version, but there's some good ideas. Thank you.
All right. What do you got for me? Oh, did you? Yeah.
So yours was a nightmare, and I'm really quite cross that you even gave it to me. No, I am. I'm quite upset. It nearly made me cry because I'm not good at maths, and that's why you did it.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you did it to be an arsehole.
Oh, I've got to bleep. I've got to go and edit this
No, you
now. We're
don't.
not explicit. Come
No,
on.
I'm saying that because you were a prick. Yes, because I tried to do it, and also I tried to find the land too. There's only land out there that's 38 acres around about, and it's actually listed as hectares. So it wasn't even...
Oh, I think I converted to acres already. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, no, but even when you do that and it's like 15 hectares, it's not even quite 38. It's like ends up being 38.4965, you know, all these numbers after it.
You going to approximate?
So then I tried to work out, what did I say? So I'm holding my piece of paper up for people that can't see. Then what I did is I worked out that in a hectare, there's 3.1 acres per
Right.
hectare.
Yep, good.
Yeah. So I worked that out. And then 3.1 acres to make a standard running track is 150 yards by 100 yards.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got really lost. And I asked Oliver to come in and help me because we were trying to work it out. And then he did something about squaring stuff to find out what the volume was of the thing.
Jeez.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare of a question because I don't know how.
I didn't think it was
Because then
gonna be
I
that
tried
hard.
to do 3.1 acres and develop that into a running track, but everything is converted to hectares or to not meters, miles.
Yeah.
So it was an absolute nightmare. I have no idea, and
Okay.
I'll just go and build you one when you buy me that property.
Thanks for trying.
And it was very traumatic.
I didn't mean to cause you trauma.
It
All
was.
right.
It was really hard. And what I want you to do is find out the answer.
I'll find out the answer for next week. My partner's request for this week should be easier.
Okay.
I was thinking about our morning and evening salutations that we give each other.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning. And then you said it this morning, how'd you sleep?
Oh, that's why you laughed
That's
so
why I
much.
laughed. Then we go to bed, we say, night, night, have a good sleep. And then I was thinking about it, I was going, I don't say that to anyone out on the road. How you going this morning? How'd you sleep? That would be weird. Anyway, I want to mix up the morning salutation.
Okay.
I would like for you to say in the morning and in the evening, good morning, you're the greatest human I know. because that's going to make me feel good when I wake up and when I go to bed.
Do you say it back to me?
I can if you want.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, no, I think it has to go both ways.
And
I
then
can't
at night,
just give you all the glory and I get nothing.
It could be good evening.
Maybe
good,
you could
good
just
night.
say good morning, Princess Fiona, to me.
I can do Princess Fiona.
That would be
I would
quite nice.
you're the greatest human I know. That's going to make me feel good.
Okay.
Happy husband, happy home.
All right.
You know?
All right.
All right.
Well, because you were mean to me last week, I'm being mean to you this week. So I need a new mascara.
Okay. Yeah.
And I want you to find the top 3 mascaras.
Yeah.
And my points are,
Yeah.
I wrote it down, it doesn't cost too much.
Right.
Because mascaras, as you'll find in your research,
Yeah.
they can cost a lot of money.
Okay.
That the brush doesn't get cloggy.
Okay.
Now, for women, they'll know exactly what I
Okay.
mean with that. And
Yeah.
you spend ages wiping the brush off. It's terrible. But it still gives you lashes long look.
Okay. On
Okay.
it. I got it.
You got it?
We're running over time. We got to rip through this. All right. Then we've got the hot topic of the week. Last week's was, what TV shows are you watching
With your family.
With your family.
And we got a couple of people responding back to
thank you.
us. Thank you, which was awesome. Thanks, Susie, for your idea about a UK program, which I'm stoked to have a look at.
So here's the thing. You read that UK top series In the Line of Duty.
Yeah.
We watched it. It was about the
That's not very good that I don't remember.
No, it was the bodyguard for the politician.
That was awesome,
That was great.
that show.
Susie, well done.
Good
Yeah,
suggestion.
Line of Duty.
We loved that.
Yep.
Yep.
Teenage boys, they suggest, Susie suggests Grimm, Atypical. I've seen Atypical on the thing. I thought we might try that. Scorpion, don't know that. And Merlin.
Now, Merlin, a friend of mine mentioned to me about, because it's got the dragon in it.
Yeah.
And the dragon doesn't rip people apart and so lots of blood. They thought Lockie might be interested
Okay.
in that. So that could be a good one. So thanks, Susie.
Thanks, Susie. It's great. And Leslie suggested for his and hers The Serpent. I watched that one. That didn't work for you because it was about killing backpackers.
Yeah, no, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Oh,
drugging
no,
and killing
yeah.
backpackers. I watched it. I liked it.
Was
Leslie.
a true story.
Yeah.
That's not a true story.
Yeah. All right. This
week's
hot topic of the week.
Lunch boxes. I can hear every single person go, no, because that's what I do every time, every morning. And it's not just for children, it's just lunch boxes overall. So if you haven't got children, I don't care. What do you make for your lunch when you're taking it to work or wherever you're going? Because it is an absolute nightmare and my children are bored of sandwiches. So I want suggestions. I do quiches sometimes and stuff, and nothing too fancy either, because there's some people out there that can really cook well.
I don't want to hear the fancy. I want to hear the fancy ones
I
too.
can't cook well, so it has to be something that's simple to do.
I'd love to hear the fancy ones.
I would like to hear the fancy ones.
So, yeah.
I'll never do it.
All right,
But we
lunch
won't
box.
let the children hear it.
So we will post that on the Fee and Drew Show Facebook page, and you make your comments there. We'd love to have.
And on the Instagram page,
And
because
on the
I
Insta.
set that one up.
Yeah, set
as
up
well.
the Insta as well. Insta,
Woo,
Facebook,
Insta,
whatever your
Facebook.
jam is.
Yeah.
Just
Don't
bang it down
forget
there.
to.
Oh no, that's at the end.
Oh,
no, we've
sorry.
still got to do our gratitude round out. Mine for the week is I'm going to go for it. I'm just really grateful to be in Australia around this COVID stuff. I think we gloss over a bit. Seriously, like our lives have not been affected, and I'm really grateful for that.
Well, it hasn't been affected as much as
As-
overseas, because, depending on state to state, but
Yeah,
Grateful.
I'm really grateful for that.
I'm grateful for the fact that I live in Queensland and I don't have to do cold winters in Melbourne anymore.
Ah, nice. But you've got people calling you Dal in the shop. That's the trade-off.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Damn it.
We've got a good winter.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's a really good winter. All right.
All right, this is the
that's
part of the
it.
show that we ask you to do all the things. Hit the subscribe buttons. Do the share one. That's really cool.
And
Like
also
us.
but also like us, and also I heard on another podcast
Yeah.
they're saying if you make comments, because if you make a comment, and nice comments, I've told you I only want nice stuff. Nice comments on there, that actually helps move us up the podcast list.
We just
apparently.
want to share the love. Oh, sorry. Google Casts and
Apple Play.
and Apple Play are on the way. It's on everything else. They're just taking their sweet time, taking
For
about a week.
podcasters,
And we didn't realise that was the case. So they'll be on within this week. But it's on Pocket Casts and Spotify and everything as well. Thank you. We're just trying to share the love.
Thank you.
That's it. What do we got?
That's it.
One life.
Two big dreamers.
Go
Go
get
get
a
a dog. See you next week. Bye.